Hi guys, babe, surprise. I wanted to get on here. I'm editing the podcast and I just wanted to say that I'm sorry we haven't been posting on Tuesday, me and Rebecca. It's just been really busy with like everything going on, like holidays now, but it was Halloween and stuff. But we will be posting every Tuesday. Like it is going to be here. We are sorry about the inconvenience. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Is mainly my part, but hopefully you guys enjoy the podcast and tell us what you think down below. All right, bye.
Did you take a poopy? No, he don't want to talk about it on camera.
He said it's traumatic. It was a traumatic
trauma.
time. So how are you since last time I saw you?
I'm
Oh shit, should we just like
lovely.
I guess. Anyways, welcome back to the Tea Girl podcast.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Babe, and we have a new scenery today.
Yes, this is my humble abode.
Yeah, we're at Rebecca's house today. I love it. I love
Turn
it.
up.
We got the kitties in here. We have other co-hosts.
Yes, Schmidt and Jelly are also co-hosting today.
Yeah, Schmidt and Jelly, they'll be hopping and pooping and
doing whatever cats
do what cats do.
Let me set this down for a minute. If you see one of the cats lick in one of these cups, put it in the comments and let me know, because they're not supposed to have caffeine.
Yeah.
They know this.
It's like the cat just like drinks a little and it just jumps across the camera. They just start attacking us.
Schmidt did when he was a kitten. I found him in my coffee cup drinking all the coffee out, and it was just black coffee. I said, "You're a psycho." He was like, "You are so little. You cannot
have like
have this
one
caffeine."
blonde hair in my mouth.
You know, I feel like I have a hair too. Sisters. Oh, moment for the boots.
I was gonna say, okay, fashion update.
Fashion update. Just got these new go-go boots. They came in. They've got little pink felt hearts. They're honestly iconic.
Here, put them all the way up. Here, I'll hold it. Look, lovely. Loves it. Sexy. She is the moment.
Is the moment.
Yeah, but
what do we have for? Do you have accessories today?
I just have my ring that Alec got me.
I have this
for my promise ring.
We'll just do an accessories moment. I have this thrifted pink watch to match.
Ooh, that is hot.
Thank you.
I loves it. Oh, show the necklace. That's like my favorite part.
Oh yeah, I have this floating diamond, and it is so cute because it's just moving.
Yeah, and you got your hoops, and I just have the little diamonds like out at Claire's, probably, or what is that, lab grown diamonds?
Oh yeah.
From when my ears got pierced. I had to put these back in because I kept putting all my other jewelry in, and it just got like so freaking infected.
Ooh.
PSA: do not get your ears pierced at Claire's. I know it seems like cute and fun, and probably all your sisters got their ears pierced like mine there. Hell, you will go through hell. It will get infected, uninfected, infected, uninfected. Yeah, just go be a grown up and go get it done at a shop.
Yeah, it's really not the vibe. I got my first done at Claire's, so
yeah, it's fun when you're like 12, but when you go back when you're 20 something, it is not the same.
I was 6.
Were you really?
That was my birthday present.
I feel like it's different. I feel like your immune system is different and everything, because when I got mine, it has just been hell, literal hell.
Yeah, any piercings is just a struggle. I had my belly button done, and that thing was just horrible.
Really? Did it get infected a lot or something?
Well, it was like the hole was not healing the way it was supposed to, because it's supposed to close up a little bit, and then it's just supposed to be like the hole. Like, it's not supposed to be stretched. Well, I woke up with the top of my belly button piercing inside my stomach, and I had to push it back out like all the way through, and it was so painful, and it was just like this huge hole, and now it's a scar, and it was just awful, and it was nasty.
Oh, that sounds painful as hell.
Yeah, I was so upset too, because I was like, I just want to be cute with the belly button piercing, and life had other plans.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like, actually, screw you and your stomach.
That's how, like, the one, it got like so swollen, like very swollen, and I'm like, it would fucking hurt, because at my work I'm not supposed to have my ears pierced, so never mind. I don't want to give my secrets away. I know my boss watches this. Oh. Shout out to my boss. Oh no. Anyway, so I had to go without a piercing, and it just like got like so infected, and it hurt, and yeah, just hell. Yeah. Don't get it done at PSA. Don't get it done at Claire's.
Yeah, don't go to Claire's.
But yeah, so anything else new now that we're like at your house or anything? And like,
I vacuumed my floors today for the people who wanted to know.
I love it.
Not like house-wise. I think I've been working on cleaning out my spare room, but I've got so much stuff in my trunk right now. Like a
Oh, really?
huge donation. Yeah, I
I
got rid of an entire garbage bag full of shoes. How proud are we?
oh my God, I loves
It
it.
was
That I
hard times.
it yeah, no. Right before we moved this last time, like to our new place, I literally had to go through and I'm like, I have to donate. Like I went through my whole wardrobe because like my transition and stuff too. I still had a lot of stuff from when I was like a guy, and Alec doesn't want it because like obviously it was very gay. So I was like, I have to like, I mean like we're in like a kind of gay relationship. Anyways, beside the point. He just that's not his style. I just figured there would be comments about that. But anyway, so I bagged everything up and went and donated it. And were you with me when I donated it, or was it the mover? Because
I don't
we
know. I
hired people
wasn't
to
with
come and help
you.
us move. And I think I had one of them come with me. It was a girl, and I was like, "Will you help me? Like, I'm just driving this down the street." And I swear, like, because I live downtown Columbus, I went and took it to like somewhere where like there's a lot of needy people and stuff, like people that need help. And I swear, I literally threw all the clothes and stuff on the table and we drove in the Benz. And I swear, like the people that didn't need help, there were like people there in like minivans and stuff, and you could tell like they were probably had a home to go back to. And
Hmm.
there were like people out there that don't have homes and stuff. Boom, they jumped right out of their minivan as soon as they saw us pull up and they went and they scavenged all of it.
Oh my
I
gosh.
mean, I'm not knocking them. Maybe they needed help. I know that I have put nice coats and stuff out there, and I know that other people probably needed them more than them. So,
That's
whatever my little.
that's craziness. Yeah, I always go to the homeless shelter first and I give them whatever they need and then I take everything else to like the Volunteers of America.
So, listen to this. One year I did like blanket drive just because I wanted to be nice and do a blanket drive. And it was when I lived here in Mansfield. And I had hundreds of blankets. And I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. Like, I'm going to take this to a homeless shelter and donate them. They wouldn't take them.
I know, they've done it to me too. I've literally gone.
It pissed me off.
I said, "Oh, so you're needy but not that needy? Excuse me."
See, that's when I was like,
Cuz
I'm sick of human beings. I'm literally donating all this stuff to the Humane Society, and they took them.
I know, I was literally so annoyed because I had gone to my grandma's house and my sister's place and I had loaded up my car full of donations. I was like, "We're doing good this year. Like, Merry
Mm,
Christmas. We're like donating all the goods today."
uh
And
huh.
I like went and they literally took, I think I had 8 bags of stuff and they took two of them. And so, and I had already brought them all inside. Like I had hauled all these. And so I had to haul all of them back like a walk of shame out of the freaking homeless shelter.
Well, it makes
I
me
was like,
mad.
oh my God. I was like, this is like, you don't know what people need. And also, like, shouldn't you guys at least like sift through this and see if you want anything?
Well, what
Um,
gets me too is like clothes. I understand they probably get abundance of clothes and stuff that might not fit, and like, you know what I mean?
right.
But like, I literally went through, got the nicest of the blankets, went through all the blankets I got, and the blankets that weren't any good, I, tossed them out and I washed them myself, went through, put them in nice, good trash bags and stuff. I feel like I did all the hard work for them, like sorting through them and everything like that. And I
Yeah.
had a lot, and they were very nice. I said next time I ever do that, I might as well just drive around and hand them out to the people that are actually on the streets because I'm like,
Yeah, it's almost better that way because I'm like, it's almost ridiculous. Like,
yeah, it
it's such,
was kind of
I'm like,
ridiculous.
okay, like, fine, don't take my stuff for you then. Like,
So how do you feel too? A lot of people say this, like this is like a thing on like TikTok, and I believe this to be true about some people. But like, have you ever heard of like the phrase like white savior complex?
hmm,
Have you heard that?
hmm.
Like, what makes someone like that and someone just like wanting to help? Like, what is the difference? I should say.
Oh, of
Like,
having
white
like a,
savior is like being bad. I feel like if you do it, like, I feel like the white savior complex is like when they do it for views, like they're doing it on camera.
yeah, I
Like,
think
what would
that
you say?
there's,
What does white savior mean to you?
I think that it's like the people who are really good at appearing to be helpful, but it's all almost like a show. But then,
Yeah.
which isn't okay. But then, there are people who are good people, and sometimes there's people who film just because that brings in money. Like if they get views,
Mm-hmm.
it actually brings in extra money to donate. So like I don't think it's always a bad thing. And I understand wanting gratitude too, because it does get exhausting, like when you're always doing these little kind things all the time
Hmm.
and nobody like takes notice of
Yeah,
them.
you don't have
You almost have to
recognition
like
for it.
ask for recognition, which kind
Yeah.
of sucks because people, obviously have this like innate need to be gratified. So
Yeah.
I do kind of get that of just wanting to do something nice for somebody
And
because you
people
want
be
to do
like,
that nice thing.
oh, that's so sweet and stuff. I
Yeah.
think that's why it hurt my feelings when I went to like the homeless shelter and they literally were like, we're not like, go away, basically. Like they acted
Yeah.
annoyed
Like
when I went
smack me
there.
in my face and stab me in my back then.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
know. And they were
gosh.
like really nice blankets. I probably could have sold them. I mean, if I was to be honest, because blankets aren't cheap and people will buy them. I
Yeah.
ended up, okay. I ended up keeping one of them because, well, I was
You said
going
I'm
to,
cold too, bitch.
no, it was a really cute, like Christmas scenery blanket. It was like a hand woven one. And I'm like, damn, I'm keeping this. Someone's grandma worked hard on this bitch. I ended up keeping it. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck it. But yeah, it kind of hurt my feelings because I'm like, I went through and did all this hard work. But I feel like the white savior thing is like, there's this girl on TikTok that I watch, right? And I'm like, at first, I was like, oh my God, this woman is so sweet. And like, she always does this. And she'll like cook like really good food, really
Mhm.
expensive food, and like hand it out
I
and
know
like
exactly who you're talking about.
but at first, I'm like, oh my God, this is so sweet. But then now she just does it all the time. I'm kind of like, okay, you're making millions of dollars off these videos, and like you could change their life. I don't. That's how
Yeah.
I feel. I feel like okay, a couple times it's like really sweet, but now I feel like she does it for views, and she's making like I mean, like the average view count on her videos are like 11 million.
Mhm.
I'm like, if she's making 11 million off these videos, how much money is she making like monetization wise?
Mhm.
Because now I feel like I don't know. I feel like at first it might have been like a genuine thing, but then there was a whole controversy about it too that she was like ripping off another creator that was doing the same thing. Yeah, and then I watched the videos and she was like blatantly ripping her off.
Oh my god.
You know who I'm talking about though, the girl with the like the black hair and it
Yes.
like plays like really like sweet music, but she has like a beautiful house
Mhm.
and like I'm like man. So I don't know. To me, I feel like that's low key like white savior complex too
Yeah.
because I feel like she just
True.
I don't know. I just all you only see what you see. You know what I mean?
Right. It's not like you actually are there and like know what's exactly going on,
Yeah,
but I do
and
think there's people
I
who
feel like she's definitely profiting off of it. Like, do I think that she's all around a horrible person? No. But I'm like, man, if there wasn't a camera there or you weren't getting millions of views from it, would you still be doing it? You know what
yeah.
I mean? I
And I
kind
feel
of
like
question
any
that.
money you're earning from that should be put back
Yeah, if you're
into.
profiting off these people that are less fortunate, you should at least be giving some
Yeah,
of
because
it
it's
back.
different if you like are making money off of like just your own like whatever TikTok, but when you're making it from doing something like that, like acts of service, the money should go back to those people
Yeah, you were
because
so
that's
right. I didn't even think of it like that. I think I was trying to think of it like that, but I couldn't get it out.
your brain was like, get me
Yeah, but you're
there.
so right though. Like if she's making million, I mean, if you're getting 11 million views on one video, you're making bank.
You're making
Yeah,
money.
like you are definitely
Yeah, and
making
you've got
money.
sponsorships and stuff at
Oh,
that
I'm
point too.
sure.
So
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like
sure some of the food that she uses is
it's
probably
probably paid
sponsored.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like if you're not paying for this and you're earning the money, then like what are you doing with all that? Because
Yeah, exactly.
we
Exactly.
want to know. The people want to know. We
Yeah,
demand
we
an
want to know.
answer.
We want you on the podcast, bitch, so
Yes.
we can just pick your brain and find out how much money you're making, how much it's just us just like prosecuting her the entire time.
We're like, also, how much are you making and give me a profit? We
Yeah,
got,
literally.
I want like a little bit of it.
Yeah, I'm poor
Because
too.
these boots won't buy
Yeah,
themselves.
I need save.
Feeding America,
Feed
feeding
me.
me.
Yeah, and she like makes like bomb ass food too.
I
Like
know
you
she
know
never
those
gets good
poor people are
expensive.
eating good. Like she's like boiling like when she's making pasta, she's like boiling the tomatoes down, making her own sauce and
I
shit.
know, and I
I'm
was
like
like,
I know I'm like fuck, I don't even eat that good.
no,
But I guess it's time to segue. I wanted to segue into another topic too, school. Like I want to take you back to school, and I want you to think about like, were there any popular boys that like wouldn't bat their eye at you, but now that you're older and like out of school and stuff, have you ever had any of them reach out to you?
no, but all of the popular guys in school all now work in car dealerships or realty. And I'm just like, It says what it says.
So there, okay, so I mainly wanted to bring this up because, okay, there was this one guy in school, right? And he worked with I had a mutual friend with him that they worked together, and they were all talking shit about me one time. Like at this place, they were like, so this guy had added me on Snapchat or whatever. He added me on Snapchat. And he went there and he was like, Gage messages me all the time on Snapchat, like trying to get me dick and everything else. And I had not, I maybe had messaged him one time, and I think it was about when a football game was. Yeah, and he said I was doing it all the time, so I literally had blocked him. Well, fast forward to now, like, and my mutual friend told me this. I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna block this asshole. He was like a really rich, very privileged kid, but he was talking shit about me. So then now, flash forward like 5 years later, and we're on Facebook and stuff, and I'm not even thinking about this, like, but I saw, so me and Alec were wanting to get a house, right?
Yeah.
So I told Alec, when we buy a house, I want to put a pool in. So I end up like, I saw this guy, and you can get on there and you can see if they've seen your Facebook. And this guy literally looked at my Facebook like a lot. Like he's been frequenting my like page and
Oh,
stuff. And
ew.
you can get on the analytics and see that. And I saw that he was like looking at my Facebook page a lot. And I'm
Right.
like, well, I'm like, oh, well, that's really nice. Like maybe he has changed or whatever, and he wants to be my friend. And so I added him, and I was gonna message him because I was like, when we buy a house, I want you to come out and do an estimate for a pool, because
Yes,
now
yeah.
he has like a pool business, and I was gonna do that. Well, I added him, and he didn't even add me back. So I bet you he's just being a fucker. So
Yeah,
just so and he's probably watching this because I
because he's trolling
how
you.
much frequently he like looked at my Facebook. I bet you he
Yeah.
watches our podcast.
Name him.
And
Name drop him.
no, I can't do that. I don't want to get sued, but because this could be, you know, slander or whatever. But in my
I
opinion,
love
this is what
slander.
I love slander too. But so he didn't even add me back, so I ended up blocking him on Facebook. I'm like, fuck it. So if you're watching, you missed out on a customer, and we probably would have paid for a whole new construction of a pool, bitch.
Bitch.
Yeah, so go fuck yourself. But I've also had other guys from like high school and stuff like reach out to me now that I'm trans or whatever. Like I wasn't good enough before, but like now I'm like good enough now
Oh,
that I'm a
yeah.
hot fucking woman. Like, yeah,
They're
so
like,
it's
this
just
slut.
annoying. It's just like, ugh, I can't stand them.
That is so irritating. But why do they all work
At car
at car
dealerships.
dealerships now?
Yeah, like car
Because it's like
dealerships.
they're assholes in school and they're like, yeah, one day I'm gonna sell cars. Like
Yeah.
it's
It's so
every time
true.
when I swear I get on my Instagram and I'll like see all these people from high school and stuff and I'm like
Mhm.
selling a car, selling a
Or they're
house,
like
selling
the
a car, selling
same
a house.
losers. Like some of the guys,
When it's
some
always
of
in their
them weren't always
hometown too. It's in
assholes.
their hometown. It's never
Yeah.
like they went anywhere and like even
They're
did
sitting
anything.
at the
It's like
same old bar, drinking the same old beer,
every
sleeping with the
time,
same
same
bitch
girls. Yes,
that they're
they
fucking
cycle through the same girls.
it's so sick. It's like an incestual fuck pool.
I
I tell you,
know.
they all have the same girls from high school that wanted to stay, and they all fucked them.
It's
It
literally
makes me
disgusting.
sick.
I'm like, ew. I would hate to be like trapped into that forever. I'm like, when do you break out of that? Like, your life is your high school experience. That's
Okay.
so sad.
So I want to talk about something too from like this high school boy. So I had this one boy, and I see if I tell them this, like they're gonna know immediately who it is. I
Yeah.
ended up hiring him to help me do something or whatever, and this guy ended up being a cuck. He
A
like messaged
what?
me, and this is when me and Alec were
What is
together.
that?
You don't know what a cuck is? A cuck is like when they like a guy that will like sit in the corner and watch you like get like have sex. I don't want to get too graphic into it because it's kind of gross, even though I would about anything else. But
So they literally just watch
yeah, so anyway, so I hired this person to
Ew.
help me.
To watch you?
No, no, no. I didn't hire him to cuck me, but I hired him to do some work for me. I'm not going to say what because it will completely give away who this person is, but I
Mm-hmm.
hired him to help me do something. And anyways, and he's still reaching out asking me for like money. So like this thing is, so I was going to pay him to do something for me.
Yeah.
Like I can't say what I wish I could say what it is, but it will completely give it away. But I ended up not going with him. I ended up doing it like myself actually.
Mm-hmm.
But I gave him most of the money up front. And I literally only didn't give him like $50 or something. And this guy still reaches out and he's like, "Hey, you still owe me $50." And I told him, I go, I'm not giving you the $50 because I didn't even use your fucking like
Your
service.
service,
I didn't
yeah.
end up using the service that you did for me. So I'm like, fuck you. But anyways, before all that happened, he was messaging me and he was like, I think he's only using the money as an excuse to talk
To
to
like
me.
keep in contact
He
with
had to
you,
keep in
yeah.
contact with me, yeah, because he messaged me and he was like, I'm like a cuck and I want to watch you get fucked by your boyfriend. Yeah. And I was like, ew, no.
I would be so petty. I'd be
And
like, for $50, yes.
for 59. But this guy was like, he went into detail. I had to block him. My boyfriend was like, no fucking way. Because he was hanging out with us and stuff and he was really funny. And, but yeah, this guy, he was like, yeah, I just want to sit in the corner and just watch you guys have fun with each other. And I'm like,
Mm.
that's sick. I mean, I don't want to kink shame. Not the cut community. You can be our fans. We love the cut community. But this instant was so gross because like it's just it's not me and it's not my boyfriend. Like we're actually like we may act like freaks, but we're honestly kind of chill. Like we're like vanilla or whatever. But this guy was a freak. Like he was saying all kinds of freaky stuff. I had to block him. Yeah. So and
Well, and
he'll
it's like, is
literally
it freaky stuff he wants to do or freaky stuff he wants to
he
see?
wants to see.
That's so weird.
Yeah, and he'll like I'll literally get random like notifications on Cash App because I haven't blocked on everything else.
He'll
So
request the
he'll
money from you.
request the money on
No
Cash App and
way.
put like weird stuff in like the thing.
Okay,
Like
have you ever like I've always thought about doing this, but I don't know if it'll work. Like
mm-hmm.
requesting money from somebody on like Venmo or Cash App, but somebody you don't even know and just being like, hey, like I don't know if you remember this, but I bought you like lunch or like,
And
you
they
or
just
like
send the money
something.
back.
Yeah, and see if like, oh, remember I paid for your tab at the bar when you forgot your card. Like, have you ever done that to anybody? Because I want to gaslight somebody and get free money.
Oh, that'd be so sick. We should try that one time live on the podcast.
We should. That would be so funny.
Who would we do?
I just want to find somebody random, like on like somebody
Oh
we don't
yeah,
know,
you're right.
because that way they could be like, you
Did
know,
they like because you're drunk? You know what I mean?
yeah,
You're
I'd be
like
like,
drunk at the
hey,
bar.
like you forgot your card at the thing and you gave me your Venmo. Like you lost your card at the bar and you gave me your
Yeah.
Venmo since I paid your tab and you said you'd Venmo
Not
me and
us
you
like
owe me.
creating a scam.
Yeah.
Like everyone starts doing that.
Yeah, it was like
we end up getting scammed because we're always at the bar.
But I feel like that's so good because it's so real. Like I know like from me going out, like that could definitely happen to me where I like got so hammered, couldn't find my card, had somebody pay my tab, and I'm like, I'll Venmo you later, like here's my
Mm-hmm.
info. And then, like who's to say that didn't happen?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I'm about to try it. I feel like out of every 10 people I could at least get one.
Oh, for sure.
And
For
if I just
sure.
do it for like a low amount, just like
Let's
a
do it to
random number,
Anthony.
like $30.
Let's do it to the Anthony.
Anthony would just give us the money, I think.
Oh yeah, you're right. He would.
I
Yeah.
could just be like,
You have to
Anthony,
do
can I
it
have
to your
$30?
non-rich friends.
Yeah, do it to your non-rich friends.
No, because then you're not gonna get any money.
I would do it for like $30. Like I wouldn't go crazy.
Do it to
with
someone that you wouldn't want to like screw over. Like, I mean, do it to someone you would want to screw over. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at us being devious. We're like such the devil's advocate. We're like, do all this bad shit.
We're like scam artists.
We're like rob a bank.
Yeah, rob a bank. Get in the
Become cucks and rob banks.
Don't rob the bank. Watch somebody rob the bank and then take the money.
Make them gaslight them into robbing the bank.
I need to find somebody so bad.
What is like your like dream job? Like if you were to have like a dream job, what would it be?
Marine biologist.
Oh yeah, that's right. We talked about this,
yeah,
didn't we?
Because I just love the ocean. I just want to be in the water all day. But honestly, my dream job would be just to be an actual mermaid from H2O. But
I think my dream job would just be like do the podcast, like just be able to like get it up there and like make tons of money and just do this.
Yeah, I would. That or like unrealistic, like being a pop star for sure.
Oh yeah, a pop star. Oh, that would be so sick.
Like the
Kim Petras. I know that we're mutuals. Fucking hook us up. Get us right like now. A Euro pop producer and have us be like the next Britney.
We will sway in the background for
the next
you
Kim
until
Petras,
we have our
please.
own like.
We will literally be your backup dancers.
We will.
Yeah.
I can't dance, but I will.
Literally, me and Kim Petras would like follow each other on TikTok too.
I know,
so I know that she's gonna see this shit, bitch. I know you're gonna see this. Help us.
We're desperate.
Or just shout out our podcast.
Yeah,
bitch.
shout us out because we want to be famous. I would slay as a pop star because
I'm already famous. Fame is like something inside. I feel like
when I walk down the street,
I feel like a famous bitch.
I do too. I feel like everybody's looking at me. They might not
too.
be, but they
want
are
to be me.
Yeah.
These boots.
These
Show the
boots.
boots again.
Yeah.
This is fame right
This
here,
is
bitch.
fame.
This is fame.
This is sex appeal we're selling.
Amen.
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 Amen. I love this.
It is.
Thank you, sexy, famous Jesus.
Yeah. I know. I'm like, I want to be famous. Like, I swear, I just live my life, and I know that I'm meant for more than a mundane job. I just know it.
Me too. And I know that, like, I could sell some shit. Like, if I became, like, famous or whatever, I could market the fuck out of myself. Like, next level from Kardashian, like, I would be like fucking Coca-Cola. Like, I would be like, it's in your fucking face. You're buying everything from me. I'm just an ATM at this point.
Yeah, I want to be like my
All I have to get is, like, that platform, though.
Right. I just want to be my own brand.
Yeah.
Like, what are you selling? Cunt.
Amen.
Amen. Wait, did I show you the Halloween costume? I think I sent it to you. But Lily Reinhart, she did a Halloween costume where she dressed up as a waitress and she had a silver platter and it just had a card on it that said cunt. Yeah, she was serving cunt.
You know what's so funny? Iconic. That, like, outfit went viral, and my boyfriend, his cousin, did the same outfit.
Really?
And it was so funny because I had never saw that outfit before, and then literally everyone on the same night wore it. So I don't know if they thought of it themselves,
or like got it,
or like if they ended up getting the inspo. I'm like, because I saw like tons of people just dressed in that outfit, and I'm like, damn, because I only saw my boyfriend's cousin, and I'm like, that's going viral. Like, that is the funniest outfit. But then I saw celebrities do it, and I'm like, okay, maybe this was like a thing, like, not original. But I thought it was. Eve, you look great. That's my boyfriend's cousin. She did. She, like, had the maid outfit on and had the platter with cunt on it.
I love that. That was such a good outfit. I was like, if I would have known, I would
have. I know, if I would have known, I would have probably went as that too. Because that was so hot, and it was just a serve. It was a fucking serve.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it was
and
so creative.
Eve, like, my boyfriend's cousin, she did good. Like, she, like, killed it. You killed it, bitch.
Yeah, Halloween costumes were so
My Halloween ended up being a dud because Alec was sick, and I went to my sister's party. Did I tell you about that?
Yeah, you did.
It's fucking annoying. Anyways, over it. You didn't show me a picture of your outfit. Did you end up showing me your Halloween costume?
I don't have my phone. I'll show you later.
Yeah, show me later.
Yeah, it was cute though. I didn't take a lot of pictures. I took 2 like random pictures in here before I left, and I should have had somebody actually take a picture of me because
mine looks. Did I show you mine? Mm-hmm. Mine looks so bad. It looks so bad. Well, I was gonna deck it all out. Like, I was gonna glue it, cut it, and shade match it. But since Alec didn't come, I'm like, why the hell am I going all out if I'm not even gonna be like the because it was supposed to be like a couple's costume, but whatever. I feel bad. This is like the first Halloween I didn't really get to go like all out for. In the past 3 years or 4 years, I've always I went all out. I did I did a slutty costume this year, so I think that next year I want to do something that's just like creative and funny. Yeah. But I don't know because everybody this year had such creative outfits. Like, there wasn't a lot of the slutty outfits this year. So now I'm worried, like, okay, am I gonna do the fun outfits next year and everybody else dresses like a slut? Yeah. It's hard to know, like, what are we doing before we do it? Because I don't want to show up to a party and be dressed like a hooker and everybody else is like dressed like Bob Ross, you know? But yeah, exactly. Well, like, that's how I was like, this is the first year that I didn't dress like a slut either. Like, I wanted to do like something like fun and creative, and like it just ended up being a dud. But I feel like I'm like bashing Alec here, but I'm not. Like, he was sick. Like, there's nothing I could do. Like, we're still kind of like, but I mean, there's really nothing we could have done. He was sick, but it just sucked. I mean, basically. I threw up, so that sucked. Oh, you did? Oh, from getting. Oh, yeah, I remember now. You told me. Yeah, you called me the next Katie's trash can. I did puke on Katie's trash can. The funny part is too, it's like a motion sensor trash can, so I'm like puking, and this thing is just like, but it won't close because my head's like in the trash Me and Katie used to have the same trash can. I ended up throwing mine out. So funny though because mine kept going dead. I'm like, oh, I got sick of it. I'm like, I have to change these batteries like 24/7. So now we just have. It was just so funny hearing it. Like, I'm like literally actively puking, and it's like it's trying to close on my head, but it can't because it's like I'm there. Yeah. And I was like, this is so funny. I was like, LOL. Here, let's take a break because I gotta pee. Pedal break. Hey, bitches. Hey, we're back from our break. Yeah, we had to get some grapes and take a little piddle. So yeah, we had to take a pee break. Okay, I'm excited. So we're gonna do the Am I the Asshole?
We've got it pulled up and ready
Yeah,
to read.
Rebecca picked this one out.
We haven't read it. I just found a juicy title. So I think is my mic still on? Let me double
Yeah.
check. Yeah, okay. Am I the I love this. Am I Am I the asshole for resenting my dead sister all my life?
Oh my god. Shit. What a title.
I know. Reels you right in here. For context, I, 38, female, got engaged to my now husband last June. My mother has never supported me and was indifferent to the proposal, which I had no problem with. At my wedding, my husband's parents made a beautiful speech that brought me and my husband to tears. When my father and mother got onto the platform, my heart sunk as I had the understanding this speech would have nothing to do with me or my relationship. My mother and my older sister had been in a car accident when I was 12, and my sister had not made it. Oh, it was heartbreaking. My mother, my father, and I had grieved ever since that day, and I will never forget my beautiful sister, Adelaide.
Mm-hmm. That's
Sorry, I
a
was
creepy. That's like the start of a horror
sorry.
movie.
The name was like Adderall, and it kind of
Yeah.
giggle a little bit. And her beautiful smile. My mother had it the worst of us and separated herself from me and my father ever since, and our relationship has been in shambles. She constantly makes every day, even my birthday, about Adelaide, which always annoyed me slightly, but I always rubbed it off as I wanted to be a good daughter. But my wedding day was the last straw. When she got to the top of the platform, she proceeded to take the mic from my dad and make a speech about how her one wish in life was to see Adelaide get married and live a beautiful life. She went on about her grieving process and healing journey at a yoga retreat, not once mentioning my name or my fiance's. She spoke for about 5 minutes and then, in tears, ended the speech with, "Now my Sarah gets to live the life Adelaide deserved, but was taken away too soon."
Oh my god.
God!
Oh my
Okay.
god. Ew.
I was absolutely furious, but I did not want to ruin the day or let her get the best of me. So I didn't make a scene, but I did not clap either, and nor did my fiance. After the wedding, I did not approach her or even speak to her for weeks. I figured she understood why, but yesterday evening she came to me in my fiance's apartment demanding answers. I laughed in her face and told her she should know the speech was not acceptable at my wedding, and I wished for her to apologize. She refused, so I just shut the door. My phone is blowing up with calls from both sides of my family. My fiance's family completely supports me, but most of my family is in their words disgusted by my actions. Am I the
Oh my
asshole?
god, no, she's not the asshole. Okay. So, like, me, I had a sister that passed away in a car accident.
Yeah.
And grieving is very hard. First off, that's like a very traumatic and horrifying thing to go through. And it does take away a lot, like my brother. So my sister had passed away when I had turned 18, so I was out of school. But it was horrible because my brother was just like a sophomore or freshman, and it literally stripped him of his whole high school experience because my parents were trying to pick up the pieces after it.
Yeah.
So it does affect like everything or whatever. But making it all about that and like you it's just a very her mom just sounds very selfish, very very selfish.
Yeah. And I think that the title was a little crazy, like for resenting my dead sister. Like I don't think
I
it's
don't
like the way after reading it, it doesn't sound like resentment. It sounds like frustration that like you can't have a moment for yourself because your sister died.
okay. So I feel like she doesn't resent her sister, she resents her mother for
For
having
only
survivor guilt of the sister.
Yes, yeah, I think
I
that's what
think
it
the mom
is.
has very much survivor's guilt. Okay, but I do relate to her in another aspect. So I have older siblings that are addicted to drugs,
Mhm.
and I always felt like they got more attention than me and my younger brother because we had good lives, and my parents were always focused on them, sending them to rehab, taking them to different prisons and shit because they were
Yeah.
bad and evil and just not good, my older siblings. And I just feel like they got a lot of attention, and me and my brother got neglected because we were good and we never did anything bad. So my parents never had to worry about us.
Right.
So I kind of understand that, but just with a different circumstance.
Yeah, and I don't think that she was the asshole. I think it's normal to you're still supposed to move on and have a life. Like
Yeah.
it's okay to love your sister and to grieve and to have the feelings of like of course you're going to be like I
Hmm.
wish that she had a wedding. Like I wish that she would
Hmm.
be here for this. But also, the mom is so in the wrong because you have a daughter getting
Yeah.
married right now. Like you don't
Yeah.
need to be bringing up what could have been and what you wanted to be. Like, let your daughter have her moment and
Hmm.
shine, you know? Like, this isn't about her
Well, she
sister.
should be grateful that, that she still has a daughter that is still here with us. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? She should be basking in the memories that she can make now. You know what I mean?
right. Well, and the thing that got me was when she said, that she was getting the wedding that Adelaide, her sister, deserved. And I was like, so your daughter doesn't deserve
Yeah.
this wedding because your other daughter died? That's not fair.
No, that's not fair at all.
Like, you're
I
not,
think,
she's like rubbing her shame is like being put onto
and the
others.
family not sticking up for her and stuff,
Yeah,
that really upset me too, because when my sister died, I went at my sister's funeral. This is like just a little background. I had to say a speech, and I said a speech, but I got really, really like emotional, and I started
right.
crying, and I had to sit down. I like couldn't finish the speech. I was just too emotional. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? But me and my sister were very close. Well, all my mom's side of the family was there, and a year or two later, my grandfather had passed away, and I had went to that funeral. Well, one of my uncles, I'm not going to name who it is, but I do not like him. I was like looking at the camera
Yeah, I
like it
seen the
was him.
glare.
Like I do not care for him. I do not show up to any of this side of the family's Christmases. Nothing. They all
Hmm.
reach out to me, but it's just too awkward. This guy is just an evil person. As soon as I went to my grandpa's funeral, my uncle pulled me in. Like, because at a funeral you walk up to the casket and then the family stands beside the casket and you
Yeah,
like do the loop around and
yeah.
greet all of them. Well, the last one was my uncle, and this uncle had pulled me in and whispered in my ear, "Do not act emotional or anything. I do not like that shit." That's what he
At
said.
a funeral? What are you
Yeah,
supposed to
whispered
be
it in my
doing?
ear. I backed up. And first off, through my head, I'm like, what the fuck is he even talking about? And I started crying
You're
like
like,
when I
well, joke's
sat
on you.
down.
I'm emotional right now.
Yeah, and my brother was like, "Why are you crying? Why are you crying?" And I was like, "Because my uncle so and so
Hmm.
said this to me," and I just like it hurt. It hurt really deep. It brought up a lot of feelings about my sister and stuff. It was a completely different thing. My grandfather died of Alzheimer's. My sister died in a horrific car accident, and
Hmm.
I was there on the scene, like when
Right.
she had died. Like a lot of trauma was there. So comparing the two, and I have a phone number too. If like he wanted to tell me something like that, he could have called me, but it's two different things. I think that this guy is just deeply rooted in like homophobia, and he's just so against men. Well, that's when I was a guy. Men like showing
That
emotion.
he felt the need to take away your moment to grieve and have that time to make it about his personal beliefs.
Yeah, well, it
I
made
would have
him.
curb stomped him
He thought
outside the
that I
funeral
was like gonna
home.
stand up and start screaming and crying at my grandpa's funeral or something, and he doesn't know me. That's the thing, is he doesn't know me at all. How dare you say something to someone that
That
you
you don't even
don't know?
right, and also I,
And
that
I'm
has me like,
sorry.
oh my god,
I know it
you
pissed
better
me
tell
off.
me who this is when we're off the camera, and I'm
Yeah.
finding
Well,
him.
listen, I've never spoke to him again. I was supposed to be a pallbearer
We're
at
gonna
my.
scam him.
We're gonna scam.
I'm gonna scam him.
He's really, they have money too.
I'm gonna scam
And
him.
his whole family's like that. Like my one cousin, his son or whatever. One time I was talking about like lifting weights or something on Facebook because I did baseball and stuff.
Hmm.
And one of our mutual friends with me and my cousin, he was like, "I hate how like people come in and they're mean to the people that can't lift or whatever, like at the like when in the weightlifting thing." And we went to different schools, but I commented on it. I was like, yeah, like I hate that too, because people do make fun of like the underclassmen when they come in and they can't lift nothing.
Hmm.
And I was actually good at like weightlifting. Like I went to all the freaking weightlifting shit. Like I love fitness and stuff. And my cousin, his son, the uncle, his son, was like, "You don't lift," and like commented underneath like something like really nasty towards me, like, "You don't lift, like quit acting like you do that," and blah blah blah. And I unfriended him. So that whole family is just fucked up. And then his wife the next day, because I was like, I'm not even showing up to be a pallbearer. Like, I don't want to be around him. I never want to see him again.
Right.
Because it really fucked with me. Like, it's still
Doesn't sit right with you. Yeah.
yeah. And the next day, his wife asked my mom, like, where's Gage at? Like, he should be here. Like, because I took care of my grandpa when my grandma had problems. He had Alzheimer's,
Hmm.
so my grandma had to take care of him full time. And who would my grandma call when he fell or he needed help or someone needed to watch him while she could go to the store or just go get her hair done? my mama always called me. Like
Mhm.
she called me to come help.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he took all of that away from me too, like my entire
Yeah.
time. And I didn't really get to know my grandfather before the Alzheimer's, but I knew as like his grandson that it was my duty to go in there and help him. And I didn't want the money. They have money. That side of the family has
Mhm.
money. And I didn't want any of the money. That isn't what it was about for me. Like that's my family. I'm just like that. Like you are my family, whether you guys are nice, mean, whatever, you guys are my family, and that comes first. That means more to me than anything.
Right.
And then after that, I just realized that like these people, like they may be my family, but they aren't like
They
that.
aren't like they don't have your back.
They don't have my back. They don't care about my feelings. They don't. So I'm like,
Well,
why am I gonna go through this? Like, why am I gonna hang out with you? Why am I gonna go to your Christmas? You make me uncomfortable.
yeah, and I feel like there's family members, and I feel like I'm kind of that person in my family that like family members always love to have one person that they can bash or hate or say weird
Mm-hmm.
things to. And it is me and my family. Like, I get that from
Yeah.
everybody. We don't know why you hang out with these people and why you have this lifestyle and why you do this. And I get the side comments and the rude, like, I get that too all the time. And it's so
Mm-hmm.
annoying. And I'm like, okay, so you're my family, but you basically only like me to have somebody to put down
Yeah,
because
that's
I'm like, and then
literally
it
it.
makes me think like, what if it wasn't me? Like, if I was like totally gone, like, would you just move on and do this to somebody else in the family? Like,
Oh,
because you
absolutely.
don't even like take the time to know me individually and like understand that I'm a real person with values and beliefs and a good
I
heart, but you just can't see past.
I like go really deeply in my book. Like I'm writing a book and I actually go like really deep in my book about like the psychology and stuff of like that side of my family because my mom was the one like they talk shit about us now though, but they have completely destroyed my mother's self-esteem. Like they would I don't want to go into my grandparents like too much because I don't want to be sued by them either. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to name them, but like I feel like they have money like they would sue me. But they would like take my mom to like fat camps and stuff like that. And she has so much mental issues from her family alone.
Well,
Like, no
yeah.
wonder my mom had such problems with like chemical dependency and stuff. Like, no wonder she has so many problems because just the trauma that she told me that her family put her through, I understand it now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, especially since I'm older. When I'm a kid, I don't really understand why she's upset all the time
Right,
and
but
like why certain comments make her upset. But now that my mom has been honest and told me some things, like I don't blame her so much as I do like where she come from. And if my uncle treated me the way that he did, imagine how mean he was to my mother because my mom was a little like bigger boned, like hunkier, you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
So I feel that like I feel bad for her and like I know like kind of like where she's coming from now because they treated me that way
Yeah, it really
and
sucks.
I'll never see them again. Like I just don't feel like those are my people. Like
Doesn't it suck that it feels generational too? Like they did it to your mom
yeah,
and then they do it to you. And it was like that with me.
hmm
Like they did it to my mom and they do it to me. And it's like, okay, so if I have
hmm
kids, like you're just gonna bash that baby
and
right out
that's
the womb?
exactly,
Like,
and that's why I would never ever go
ugh.
back to see them or anything. And it kind of makes me like really upset too because me and my grandmother we had a good relationship. Like I think she has changed a lot. Like I feel like she has grown and she has changed and
Mhm.
she has a heart now. And towards the end, I haven't talked to her in years, but when we did talk, she would say like "I love you" to me and stuff. And I feel bad that I've kind of like put like my uncle's like relationship in between our relationship, but at the same time I feel like her and my uncle are very close and stuff still too, so I feel like
I
if it
don't,
were to come between us she wouldn't stick up for me.
and I don't think that's a bad thing. My grandma is super, super, super religious. Like my
Mhm.
grandpa's a pastor, like grew up church the whole life, and
Mhm.
and individually like they're not bad people and they love me and I know
Mhm.
that, but they condone my dad's everything that he's done. Basically,
Yeah.
my dad's just not a good person and
Mhm.
they condone his behavior and his lifestyle and his actions so much like they lie, they twist things like it's so sick to me because I'm like how corrupt he is as a human being
Mhm.
and how much damage he has caused everybody around him and you let that go right under the rug because you don't want to like lose your church reputation and things. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm not super close with them because they can't not be like that. And I'm like, I can't be around people who are like supporting this.
See, what gets me too is like my family, they're not that religious or whatever. Sometimes they act like it, but they're really not. What gets me is they care more about how they look. They care
Mhm.
more about how they look versus the healthy relationships that they have with their family or being themselves. Like I feel like my family, it's so sad to me. Not what they've done to my mom or whatever, but what they do to themselves. They were so worried about how they look and they focus about that all the time. I feel like they don't even get to like fully enjoy their life. You know what I mean? I feel like
Right.
they're just miserable.
Right. It's that facade that people wear to like present some type of way to people. And I hate that
Mhm.
because, like my grandparents acting like their son isn't, this total shitbag of a human being.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then they just present him as this like good hearted Christian man who went through a hard time, like a saved sinner, and
Yeah.
I'm like, stop using that to market your religion.
Yeah.
Like,
My uncle or whatever, my mom was at my mama's house or whatever, and apparently my uncle was talking about like the whole transgender thing. I don't think he knows that I'm trans. Probably will now, but he didn't know that I was trans, and he was talking about like a transgender person, and he goes, "Well, they should never come out of the closet." That's what he said. He goes, "People like that should just never come out of the closet." And you know what gets me too is probably he's probably looked at a trans person, like a picture of them, and been like, "Oh, this bitch is hot," and not even know that they're trans.
I
Like a
know
lot of people are like that. Transgender people walk among you every day, and some people don't know.
they walk among us.
Yeah, they literally.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, let's get into the candle review.
Yeah.
Enough about that. I could go on forever about how shitty things
This
are.
this little baby here. Um,
I love it. ASMR, do it again.
love that.
Loves it.
Loves it. Okay.
Oh, oops.
I saw this on TikTok that somebody had posted. This is like a candle that you light it and then it like glows. And I was like,
I know. I kind of want to see it in person. You've been talking about it all
yeah,
morning.
it's
I'm excited.
gorgeous. So I went to Target literally yesterday. I watched the video yesterday of the review and I got in my car and skirted straight to Target, like essentials. I was like, I have to have one of these. And the thing said they were like all sold out. So I was like on the way. And I got one for my friend Katie. Katie, if you're watching, hello. And
Hi, Katie. I love you.
hi, Katie, we love you. We're gonna see you later.
Yeah, we'll see you here in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. So we went over and we lit it, and it's so beautiful. So I'm so excited to show the TikTok people. They have it in silver too. I just only got the gold ones. I'm a gold girly, but the silver ones would be so like pretty for Christmas. I feel like. So you have to take this off. It literally says it on there. If you don't, you'll just catch everything on fire. And this is a jelly. Like feel it.
Ooh, it reminds me of slime.
I know it is like a
I love
slime.
it.
It's like a little slime on the ends.
Ooh, it smells good too. Ooh, it has like that Christmassy,
Christmas
like
smell.
yeah, like Christmas and like the mall.
I know. It's so good.
I love that.
So, oh wow, they really put the instructions on this thing.
Okay,
Oh
this might
goodness.
be like a Christmas thing for me though, but I feel like oh hi baby. I connect like Christmas and like retail. Like I love shopping. Like shopping is a
Hand in
Christmas thing.
hand.
Yeah, I'm like
I'm like about to smack some cookies, drink a little peppermint mocha, and then I'm about to spend every dollar I have.
have at the mall
Literally every
exactly,
dollar.
and that's the Christmas spirit.
Hi, Gels. But yeah, this is
All
about
right,
to be
let's do it. I'm
beautiful.
scared. I'm like not scared, but I'm
Um,
excited.
oh, and if you go to Target to get these, I looked through all the candles. They're not there. They were in the home goods on a shelf. So do your due diligence and look before you say that they're not there because they were hiding from me.
Holy
Ooh.
shit, it does. Oh
I
my god.
freaking told you! Tell me that's not the sexiest candle you've ever seen. Tell me it doesn't feel like a hug.
It like literally lit up.
It
Wait, hang
literally
on. Can I do
glows.
it? Oh, it will
It'll
still
probably
glow.
stay, yeah, because it's lit now.
How did it do that? Like, how did it activate? Like,
Magic.
there's no button that you hit.
Well, you know what's crazy? Okay,
Oh wait,
so
hang on. Can
oh
I try
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Will you
yeah.
hold this? I wanna.
Sorry, it's only a mini lighter. I lost my other one.
It like picks up like the heat.
I think so. I don't know how it works. And that's so cool.
I don't
Yeah.
want to catch my wig
You
on
can like
fire.
set it here if you want.
Oh my god, that smells so fucking good. I
I
want some of
know.
these.
So it's cool because they're $10, which really isn't bad, but then the inserts, you can actually buy those just regular like candles that you can get in the big packs that they use at like churches and stuff and just put it in and this will continue to like keep glowing.
You guys need this at home. This is not a sponsor, by the way. But
no, but I will you sponsor me. I love it.
Yeah.
Here's your mic. Yeah, isn't
That's
it just
so hot.
beautiful? It's just giving Christmas vibes. Like
I
that
love
it's
this.
it's
I
like
feel
a Christmas tree and a candle. I said if they had a green one, I would buy like all of
Oh,
them.
absolutely. Speaking of that, I need to change the scents in my house. I'm ready for like winter time.
I
I
know.
know
I
I
have my
love
fall
fall.
scent in. I have my apple scent in right now, but
I'm ready to start putting like the pine and like the peppermint scents in and stuff. I'm just so excited.
oh,
This is
it's
so
so
good. Yeah, go
gorgeous.
pick one of these up from Target.
Yeah, literally.
So this is gonna be like we want to do like different segments and stuff. Like we'll do bussin' and discussin' in some podcasts,
And
and
then
then
like
we'll do like
reviews.
reviews in other podcasts. Like,
Yes.
and I love this. She's also wearing, if you follow me on TikTok, I review stuff from TikTok shop. She's wearing that wine lip tint. Like, I
Hmm.
didn't go over enough of it in my podcast, but those are like really, really good. I think I
Yeah.
got them for like $3 or $4.
Cause
Totally worth the
this shit
money.
ain't moving.
Yeah, and they send you like 7. Like you get a lot. You get a lot bang for your buck, and they're like really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be another segment in some of the podcasts.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I want to get into my conspiracy now that we have like a candle
Yeah.
lighting,
Now
like
that
getting
it's
spooky.
conspiracy
Well,
time.
this isn't like too much. I always like to tell you like some goofy conspiracies, like flat Earth, but this one's like for real. Get on your phone right now and look up what is in gelatin.
Oh, the meat thing?
Yeah, I did
Okay.
not
I have a
fucking know
story with
that.
this. I have a
Oh,
story.
do you really?
Okay, so my grandma is a baker, all right? This is important to know. Not the one I was talking about earlier, but like my nanny, I love her. She is a baker and she has all the gummies, all the chocolates, all the candies. And I am always in there like with my grubby little fingers stealing stuff,
Like
you know.
gummy worms
Yes.
and like
Well, she had these unicorn gummies and I was like, I'm just gonna get a few of these. And I'm like sitting there just eating them and reading the food label or whatever, and it says beef gum. And I said, beef? Like in a cow? A moo cow. Beef. And it was like, oh, what was it? Beef gelatin or something. It was something like that. And so she told me that they use that for like all of the fruit stacks and stuff. They use that like that gum
look
or
it up,
whatever.
look it up,
Yes,
look up what is gelatin, and I'm gonna show you a
that's what it is.
picture. I'm
So
gonna there will be pictures here of what is inside gelatin, like what gelatin is made of. I had no idea. No idea this is like what is in like gummy worms and stuff. Like vegans and vegetarians and stuff, they don't eat gummy worms because it's from an animal. I did not know this. Jello, that's gelatin.
is it this one?
It's carcasses. It's like literally like
Mm-hmm.
spines and like pig's feet and all kinds of nastiness.
Yeah.
They put that in a shredder, and that's what gelatin
I
is.
know. I never knew that until I was eating those gummies because it said beef. It literally said like beef gelatin on it. And I was
Ew,
like,
it
and I
grosses me
literally had to
out.
put the lid back on the gummies. And I was like, I've ate so many fruit snacks my whole life and I did not know this. Now I eat beef and I like, I eat meat and
I'm
everything.
not against
But
it, but
I was like, that just seems so wrong to me to know
I
that that
feel
is in
like
a
the
fruit snack.
scraps should be like thrown out or like disposed of properly out of
Look,
respect
it's
for the
like a
animal too.
gelatin is made by boiling animal skin, tendons, cartilage, ligaments, and bones in water. It's usually from cows, pigs, or fish. All that gross stuff goes into candy. It's like a little witch's brew and then a gummy bear.
Wait, put that up to the camera.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. And they just put it in like a big fucking shredder.
I know. They just like literally it's they boil it and then they like use that extract or whatever to make.
Yeah.
I'm like, what does
So,
like so I think it's like the elasticity in a gummy is
mm-hmm,
literally just like
that's what
beef
it is.
ligaments.
Oh God, it's so fucking sick.
Ew, it literally hurts my stomach to
And you
think
know
about.
what's so sad is
You
I
want some fruit
love
snacks?
I love no like sour gummy worms.
I know.
Those are like one of my I can't. I'm grossed out now.
My
I can't do it. My
favorite gummy candy is the strawberry puffs from Charlie. They have these
mm,
little, and they've got like a marshmallow fluff ring and then a strawberry. They're so cute and they're delicious.
and well, think about it.
Gut wrenching.
The fucking Krabby Patties from fucking those gummy
There's
Krabby
beef in the
Patties that
beef.
you love. Oh, oh God.
It's real beef
It's
patty.
so sick. My boyfriend's like, I don't care. And he goes, you want a sour gummy worm? He had some last night. I go, that's fucking sick. Like, get
So
that away from me.
sick.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
So next time on the podcast, we'll be reviewing Busted and
We'll
Disgusting
make
fruit snacks.
fruit I can't. I just think of it now. I think of like
Ew,
grind
I
up
know.
dead carcass. That's what I think
Ever
of. Like,
since I saw that, I've been like utterly appalled.
like
Utterly.
I'm dead. But like flesh still on like a rib cage, and I'm just picturing that getting thrown into a fucking grinder. Like all the nasty giblets that you don't want to eat,
I know.
you're literally eating.
It's literally what they make hot dogs out of, but it's in a fruit snack.
But it's in a fuck. I'm gonna fucking vomit. It's so sick.
It's so sick.
I guess that isn't like a conspiracy, but that's something that people don't. That's not common knowledge.
Yeah, it's not like a conspiracy, but
It's true.
It's
I feel like
true, but it's
conspiracy.
disgusting.
Yeah. So just so you know, before you leave
Well,
your
we'll either
next
be.
gummy, Halbro. Well, there's some of them that actually use like fruit.
I think you'd
Like,
have to get like organic gummies. Basically, they wouldn't have any of like the. Is that what it would be? What about those Albanese ones? I always eat those. Do those have it
yeah,
in
but
there?
most of them, like the candy, like the cheap candies and stuff, that's what it is. It's
Albanese ingredients.
oh god, I'm gonna fucking vomit. I didn't know this. I've been eating it my whole life.
I know. Wait,
Jello, like even just like regular Jello, that's what that is. Any gelatin, that's what it is.
I want to know
Gelatin.
the
If
ingredients.
you look in the ingredient listing, like for your products, if it says gelatin in the ingredients, gelatin is the ground up bone. It just doesn't say
Yep,
like,
gelatins and the Albanese ones too.
oh yeah, if it says gelatin on the package, it's ground up animal gunk. Sick. It's fucking sick. Anyways, do you think that's a good place to end the podcast on a very sick and disgusting note?
We're gonna go puke in the toilet now that
Yeah,
we've
we're gonna
talked
go
about
vomit
this
up all gummy worms that we've eaten in our whole
in
life.
our whole life.
Oh, it's so sick. It makes me disgusted.
Ugh,
Oh, what a horrible way to end the
what a
podcast.
horror
But
way.
we love you
Love
guys.
we love you guys. Check out the TikTok if you haven't been on there.
Yeah,
Get on
check
It's a
out
Girl
follow us on
podcast.
TikTok, follow us on Instagram.
Yes, yeah.
Reach out to us. We still want to do viewer submission, but we're not going to start doing that until you guys actually start reaching out. Shout this out, send this to all your friends and stuff, all your skinny, hot, blonde, and
Yeah, if your
brunette
friends are
bitches.
hot bitches, let them know.
Yeah, let them know this is like where it's at. This is the next big podcast.
Yeah, let us know things that we don't know that are in things that we should know because we'd like to gag about other things.
Also,
So.
next podcast, I want to do this. So I was thinking, how funny would it be if we subscribed to like a couple famous people's like OnlyFans and we went through it, like not showing them, but we went through it and judged them on the podcast.
That would be so
There,
fun.
because there was this podcast and they're kind of like low key homophobic, but they're not homophobic, and they're always like talking about like gay people and stuff. I'm like, I just want to like get on there and see what their dicks look like if they're like huge dicks and like good dicks, and they like are like homophobic, whatever. But if they're gonna be talking shit about gay people and have tiny dicks, then we have to make fun of them.
Yeah.
I think that would be hilarious. So look forward to that in the next fucking podcast.
Yeah, look
I've been
forward
wanting to do
to it,
that for a
bitch.
while though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We love
All
you
right, we love you
guys.
guys.
Like, subscribe, follow, go follow our socials.
Yeah, leave some comments. Tell us all of the juicy tea going on in your
Yeah,
lives.
we
wanna know.
love the gossip.
We love the gossip, all of it.
All right.
Thank
Bye
you.
guys.